What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you hanging out, waiting on the stream to start. For those who catch the replay, though, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications with these live chats. You can take part right along with us. So a couple of things, couple of somethings. Package came in. I told you guys when they restocked. They actually restocked a day early. I was grabbing these from Fragrance Buy. They were supposed to restock on the 16th. They restocked on like the 13th or something like that. So I bought them. They came in today. And because I was already planning on doing Trey Oros from day 3. So I was like, we'll do it all together. I pulled the, still got the bubble wrap in there. I just pulled the cellophane and everything off on them, shrink wrap, and we'll go through the 3 of them. I've seen the notes on both the designers. I haven't seen the notes on day 3. I believe it's plantains is what it's based around. So I know a little bit about it. I've heard it's amazing from Dedrick, and he didn't go too far beyond that because it's the only person I've talked to about it a little bit. It was on his live stream when I jumped on last week. So sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit, and it falls in between. I'll tell you guys why it falls in between. My first impression of Million Gold was not favorable last year. It did grow on me to where I bought a 50 ml. This one's more of a sweeter fragrance, sandalwood vanilla kind of thing with some citrus. So I'm sure it's going to be generic, but generic's not always bad. You just want to smell good. So I actually have pretty high hopes for this. And this is a aquatic leather iris. This has home run potential. Kenzo Homme EDP plus iris. That's what I'm thinking. That sounds great. It's Kenzo Homme EDP special. So could be amazing. I don't know. As far as what I'm wearing. In my Sin of the Day Shorts video, somebody corrected me. I didn't even realize I said sapphire green. It's emerald green. My bad. I had sapphire blue for some reason on my mind because I still want that one from this line. But spicy green Aventus, blood orange and spicy greens, I believe ginger, stuff like that. Really good. Really, really good. Quite enjoy it. I wanted something easygoing, enjoyable to smell, that's not going to be too potent because I knew I was going to be sniffing stuff because I was going to wear Montal Infinity. But I was like, that's going to be really strong. It's like leather, tobacco, and cherry and stuff. And it's Montal fragrance. So it's going to be like nuclear, a heavier, sweet, dark animalic, earthy Montal. That's going to be a beast. I was like, maybe I shouldn't have that cooking my nose around my neck. So because I was going to wear this tomorrow. So I switched them out. And I even pushed that because I was like talking about Supremacy Collector's Edition this morning. Makes me want to wear it. I wore 9 a.m. dive last night. So I'm telling you, I'll put these video ideas together and I start spraying them damn things. I start wearing them fragrances. Ain't no faking it to make it around here. I love this shit. So we'll get caught up in the chat. We got 83 in the first 3 minutes. I appreciate you guys. Hit that thumbs up if you don't mind. And it takes forever to get through the chat. So I would say 10 minutes, but that died a long time ago. Probably like 20 minutes before we dive into some fragrances. So, and Thursday, went ahead and inked it. Talked to George a couple days ago. I haven't talked to Joey, though. He was going to talk to Joey. We're finally doing it. Triple XL. I still haven't smelled it. I still put them to the side for that postponed live stream. I still don't know what Triple XL, actual like production batch smells like. So I don't know. Part of me hopes I don't like it so I can crack some jokes and talk some shit with the 2 of them, but I'm going to have them on Thursday, 6 o'clock Central. That's probably going to be the next stream. I don't know if I'll be able to stream tomorrow or not. I got a lot of shit going on. And Wednesday I won't be streaming. So Dan, not the man. Good to see you, sir. Strong with you leather on this cool rainy day. Beautiful fragrance. Can't go wrong. That's still my favorite of the bunch by a narrow margin. I mean, they're all so good. So many of them are good. Good to see you, sir. Polo green. Cologne Intense. Nice and spring forward. Citrus and green. Day 3 sample set, getting to know all the scents. Aylin is my favorite for now. A lot of people would feel that way. Rocha Sloan, Aromatic Touch. Speaking of green, there you go. You don't hear anything about that one these days. Under the Radar. And Rocha Sloan, the blue one. Both of them. Dua's His Homage Water, a blend between Cool Water and Versace Forum. That sounds interesting. Speaking of Polo Cologne Intense, is that what your avatar is? That's funny, if so. Good to see, sir. The Most Wanted EDT Intense, nice and powdery, fresh. I need to wear Forever Wanted Elixir. I've been having that bottle sit. I haven't thrown it back on skin in a while. I haven't pulled that bottle out and sprayed it yet. I need to. Good to see, sir. Galon Loam, Ideal EDT. Scent of the Night, Womo EDT 2021. I wore that last week. This recent talk made me want to wear it. I don't blame you. Good stuff. I wore it a couple of days ago. L'Homme, the original. Modern great. Modern great for men. It really is. It spawned so much. Sauvage Eau Fort. Hell yeah. And Interlude Black Iris. That's a man that knows what he likes, and he's wearing it regardless of what the internet's opinion is. I like it. Bleu de Chanel EDT and Seraphine Blue. Great 1-2 combo right there as well. Quest Eau Fraiche. Good to see you, sir. Bois Pacifique. I love it. I wore that one last week as well. Oligarch Parfum. Oh, shit. Y'all gonna make me clap for everything. Y'all killing it today. That's the greatest of the greats. Isola Blue is a 10 out of 10, but that's the one. That's a denser Isola Blue. Isola Blue is the re-release of this, for those of you who didn't know. Oligarch Parfum. They're the same profile, but Isola Blue is a little bit fresher. This is a little bit denser, ergo a little stronger in the sillage. That's the one right there. Oh, man. Latafa Liam Gray, never tried it. French Avenue Fierté. Got him shook like to see. Oh, God, that promo. Wow. It was everything I wanted the Cena heel promo to be. It was so good. Y'all want a new look? You don't deserve a new look. You want new music? That's my voice on that music. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. That's why John Cena's the man. He's so good. God, I knew it. Because I've always argued Cena's at minimum top 5 on the stick all time. Up there with Roddy Piper, Punk, and The Rock. So, and Dusty Rhodes, because Dusty Rhodes he was mean on the stick. He really was. Ric Flair just hollers stupid shit. He's heralded for, I think Flair's not as good on the mic as he gets credit for. He's good on the mic, but he's no Roddy Piper or Dusty Rhodes. You know what I mean? But Cena, he's got a lot of iconic put them boys to shame. Like, because Cena's he's always just said whatever the hell he wants. And you can always tell when they're not expecting what he's going to say. Like he used to just sun Roman Reigns years ago. Oh my God, it was bad. Yeah, he killed it today. For those of you who didn't watch Raw yet, he opens the show and it's amazing. And Cody spun it really well. Oh, go find John Cena. That's who I want at WrestleMania 41, not this whiny bitch. And it throws the mic at. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. My God. Yes, we're on the road to WrestleMania. It is amazing right now. L'Homme EDP is a beautiful fragrance, actually. Nice and woodsy and boozy with the original's DNA. I'm assuming you're talking about YSL. Green Irish Tweet for St. Patrick's Day. M. Mikulev Gin Tonic. Ooh. I haven't wore that in a while. Oh, man. For not having a gin or tonic accord, it sure does smell like gin and tonic, right? I haven't looked at the full note breakdown. I just know it's based around plantains. There's like 3 main gourmand facets it's based around, and that's the main one. I have high hopes, though. Dedrick praised it pretty heavily, and Michael Paul seemed to be pretty proud of this creation when I talked to him, when he told me he would send it to me a while back. Because he sent it to me right before we had to put Farrah down, and I was like, man, I appreciate it, but I don't know when I'm going to get back to streaming. Told him what was going on. So, because I've had it for a couple of weeks now. The timing was just bad. The pre-order had just started or was about to start when I got this. I've been having this. It was sat in my P.O. box for like a week and a half. He understood, though. I told him, of course, I'll get to it when I can, once I get rolling with streams again. And here we are. Sexy. Great brand. Aqua Celestia Forte. My favorite MFK fragrance. Still got that lingering cough. I can't get rid of it. It's bothering the shit out of me. White Mike from Philly, Ferragamo Bright Leather. Good to see you, sir. Dior Homme Cologne. We got Loewe 7 Cobalt. Teriyaki Intense Addiction's an understatement, man. It's still, I've never put it on the shelf with the other Latifahs. It's still right here, man. I pull that cap and sniff it all the time. Had somebody ask me this morning if he was to layer that and something else, will he get Mentor? I'm like, dude, if you want Mentor, you got to save up and get Mentor. There's no other alternative. No. You are not going to get the Mentor experience getting something else. If you want to smell like Mind Games Mentor, my man, unfortunately for your pocket, you need Mind Games Mentor. He clearly loves it and doesn't want to spend the money. That's the problem with sampling something like that. No sin of the day, but my haul from Aura Fragrance arrived. Just picked up Centaurus, Chez Bon, and Prada Black. Hell yeah, man. That's a great haul. Cajun Elixir, my man, what's going on? Prep looks like it's going strong. Keep pushing, looking good. End of the day, Armani. Strong with you, Sandalwood. I haven't tried it yet. I want a bottle. I don't want a decant. I want a bottle. And I will get one sooner than later. That is for certain. But thank you. Yeah, we're 10 weeks out. The 31st protocols change a bit. Things get a bit more serious with getting aggressive and, trimming it down quite a bit. So, because that bit of loose skin on the lower abdomen is like bunched up a little bit more because there's still a little bit of fat underneath. And that's going to go away pretty quick. For comparison's sake. Because I know exactly who this is. You guys don't. This is a childhood friend of mine. Pretty sure you saw these pictures. I'm not going to say his name. I'm pretty sure you saw these pictures. But yeah, for comparison's sake, when you look at the before prejudging and then right there, you can see I hate my loose skin, but it is what it is. But you can see it's like still sticking out a little. Granted, my lower abdomen, my abs are bigger now as well. But when you just compare, you see that's just flat, loose skin. But that's at I was like 5 or 6% right there. I'm going to be leaner than that this time, and I'm bigger. I'm currently like 11% roughly. But yeah, full, about to be flat really soon. Like this refeed 6 week we've been running has been great. Stay full and still have some decent strength, and my joints feel good, but that's all about to change. Death face coming soon, ladies and gentlemen. Irritated like a motherfucker coming real soon. Y'all think I've been chopping at motherfuckers verbally lately? Oh my God. I'm going to try to behave. I'm going to try. There's some people that hate they're like really hating me, wanting to like fly overseas and shit to fight me and stuff right now. They're really going to hate me soon. Lots of love to everyone, by the way. Everyone clipping stuff and making stuff happen and all. Kisses right back to all of you that are watching and in your little Minecraft level. I appreciate you guys too. It all matters. Deacon Chris, good to see you, sir. Lafayette Street from bond number 9. Trey, good to see you, sir. Mr. Donald. Tip top, I think that's a good way to look at it. Me and the wife had a really good leg workout today. I did a little tanning session. That's why I'm a bit red. Tanning, it maxes out at 9 minutes. I did 9 minutes. I did Friday and today. So now that the tattoo's healed, kind of catching up on my tanning sessions 3 days apart, And I probably won't tan again until, I guess I'll tan again Friday, Get the pastiness away, get my mom's jeans away and get my dad's jeans in more. So I don't need as much spray tan in a few months, Sea of Stars by LV, Virgin Island Water. Goated stuff. Good to see you, sir. Sony Wave is great. Rasasi, it's essentials. Good stuff. Valentino, 1 more 10% Dragon. Good to see you, sir. Mr. Roy, signature pour on. And no fragrance this evening. Luis, another one with Green Irish Tweed and Dior Homme Cologne. Excellent 1-2 punch. So, guys, I am going to skip down a little bit. Mr. Sean, I see you. Johnny Pump. Mr. Richard, I see all of you familiar names. Ephraim, good to see you, sir. Going to skip down a little bit and so we can get going. I see you, Kara, wearing Prada Black. So slowly make my way down so we can get into these fragrances. Dame, I see you, my man. Mr. Paul, always a pleasure. Christine, good to see you. So just kind of novice nose, catching the names on the way down as best I can. Sean Connolly, just all the familiar names. Stephen Doyle, good to see all you guys. Miss Heather, I did receive that package today. I appreciate you, ma'am. I saw my Dillard's official little padded envelope that says to Mr. Ross Carlos. I sure appreciate you. Got a new Creed sample to do a little sniffing on. So shout outs to Miss Heather the Goat. For those who didn't know, we like to call Miss Heather the Goat. So slowly making my way down. We have made it to the bottom on King Eros. 9 a.m. dive after you watching video. I wore it last night, man. I totally get it. Mr. John C., good to see you, sir. Libertine Burrow, spoiler tray Eros is fire. That's what I hear. See, I put respect on your name. That she did. She made sure to put Mr. Ross because she messaged me the other day like, hey, you want me to send you a sample of this new Creed? I don't know if you want to check out. Of course I do. Thank you so much for thinking of me. I saw it today. So I thought about buying that entire collection, actually. For like 2 or 3 months now, I've been debating on doing it. I need to just pull the trigger. Mr. Mo, good to see you, sir. Coach Green and Molinar. I've never tried that one. You should try it. Okay, that's what I was just talking about. I was trying to click Jose right here. Good to see you, sir. So on that note, Mr. Beach Life, 1 million cologne. Nobody gives that any love. It's basically Invictus Aqua with like this synthetic, dusty, powdered rose. It's actually, I've always liked it. Just got my million gold elixir today. Well, we're about to check it out together, Mr. Bellevue, because I'm going to start with the Kenzo because it's an aquatic. So I'm going to start with the aquatic first, even though it's probably going to be a hefty leather accord like the EDP. But then we'll go to million gold. Then we'll go to day 3 because I know it's a gourmand. So it's going to be the sweetest, highest oil concentration, probably the heaviest fragrance. So day 3 will be last. We'll do the 2 designers first. I do like this like matte finish indigo blue on the glass, the bamboo bottle. I like them. Now, the last release I thought was shit. I did not like it. I did not buy it. Shout outs to Randy for the hookup on the decant. Do I still have it right here? So I was like, I did not like it. I actually did not like it. They had a miss. No, I don't have the decant. I must have passed it along in one of the mystery packages. I don't like, what was the freaking name of it? Let's look it up together. It was last year's release. Let's just do this. Because the EDT is good. The Intense is great. It's nice and woody. Marine super aquatic. The EDP is a beautiful aquatic leather. Santal Marine. This was shit. Like, that's great that others like it. I thought it was shit. I thought it was like a bad version of the Intense. I did not like the way it smelled on my skin. It looks like it would be pretty good, like smoky, aquatic, woody. You know what I mean? You'd think that'd be right up my alley. I actually did not like it. The completionist in me, maybe later when the bottles get even cheaper, may grab it just for the shit, just for shits and giggles to have it, and maybe give it another chance later. But I tried it twice. I did not like it on skin. I thought it was shit personally. Clearly, you know, at least 31 other people were able to get it to almost an 8 out of 10 rating. So there's people that like it. See, similar to the EDT Intense, I think the EDT Intense is so much better, honestly. But, I mean, to each their own. So we'll put that back to the home page, and we'll dive into that in a little bit. But let's give it a spritz, shall we? I have looked at the notes before. We did, when it first got announced, we did a split screen with iFragrance. I looked at the notes when I picked it up. I know it's Leather Iris Aquatic, so I have like really high hopes that this might be the best of the bunch. Because I mean, if you add Iris to Kenzo Homme EDP, which I think is the best one, I'm trying to keep breathing through my mouth. I don't want to breathe through my nose yet. Get rid of some of the alcohol because I have really high expectations. It's either going to be a home run or a disappointment. It's not going to be in between because it's got to measure up at minimum to the EDP for me because from what I see, it's EDP plus Iris. So I feel it should only go up from the EDP. Maybe I'm going to be overly critical. I don't know. We're about to find out. A little earthy, waxy. It's more of a violet smell to the Iris. I'm in so far. The initial blast is good. It's just as woody as the Intense, though. It's almost like some of you may chuckle when I say this, but the highlight reel of the line plus Iris, because like imagine Invictus Parfum, how I call that the highlight reel. You get a little bit of all of them in one bottle. I feel like I get the woodiness of the Intense. Of course, the base DNA is aquatic and a little green. The leather of the EDP plus this like violety smelling, like earthy Iris. A lot of character here for an aquatic of all things. But it's not like, it's interesting, but not challenging because it's not just like powder bomb, typical designer Iris. It's $83, by the way. It's not super cheap right now. It's affordable, but it's not super cheap. For a Kenzo fragrance, it's probably going to be like $40-50 in a few months. But as soon as they got it in stock, I've been waiting on Fragrance Buy to get it, so I'd grab it. I had high hopes, and they delivered so far. This opening is really good. Does it have the Gaiac wood in it too? Because I could be tripping, but I feel like I'm getting a little bit of smokiness here too. We're going to revisit the notes here in a bit. The main things I remember is iris, leather, and marine notes. And I'm sure there's a woody accord of some sort. I mean, I clearly smell it, but all of them have a woody note of some sort. It almost smells like a little bit of cedar. Just a little bit of edge to it. It's potent. Just this opening's top 10 designer release. Like they look, a lot of these designers have been coming with it, in my opinion. I think this one's got, a real shot at staying in the top 10. Where I'm at right now, I need a full wearing experience to even gauge if I would consider it top, because there's been so many really good designer releases. It's going to be hard to narrow down to the 10 best at the end of the year for me, because we're Q1. It's not even the end of March yet. Let's pull up the notes. Let's pull them up. It ain't just me. 8.3 out of 10, 24 ratings. Woody. Yeah. Very woody, actually. Aquatic, synthetic, powdery, leathery. Marine notes, iris, akigala wood, leather, and sandalwood. So nothing smoky here, unless this leather accord's adding a little bit of that. But very woodsy, not a creamy woody smell. That's not a creamy sandalwood. It's more of a warm wood, actually. It's not overly fresh, but it's fresh, but not over the top. It's a woody aquatic. That's definitely how I would classify this. How are they aquatic? Sin is woody aquatic. Okay. That's officially how Parfumo has it classed. That's how I would classify it as well. The leather is not as dominant as it is in Kenzo Homme EDP, but it's very, very present. I mean, there's no two ways about it. It's the same grouping of oils, the same accord they used in this one as they used in the EDP. It's just not dosed as highly. It's woodier, like the way these are ranked, I agree. It's woodier than it is leathery. I would say woody aquatic, leathery, synthetic powdery. That's the way I would shift that around. The first two, couldn't agree more. Woody aquatic. I would say the leather's prominent enough to be number 3 than synthetic, and it's not so powdery on me that I would, because like there's way more powdery fragrances than this that are iris-based designers. Way more. Powder bombs. Hell, the Valentino Uomo line, all of those are more powdery. All the ones with iris, anyway. I'm pretty much in line with their rating here. They got an 8.3. I'm thinking 8.5. It's great. It's great. I don't think it's, necessarily like top 3, but it might be top 5, definitely top 10 for how I'm feeling about it in the moment right now. To be determined, that can always change. I got to give it at least a full wearing just to even gauge fully if it's in the top 10, let alone a top 5. But the 2 of the 3 new Carolina Herreras, absolutely. There's some really good stuff that's come out this year. I really like Le Male Elixir Absolute. I really prefer it. I like the enhanced spiciness over the original. There's some good stuff. Phantom Elixir, I thought, it's a really good release. It's different. It's kind of like a twist on Oud Mineral. Less Tom Ford, more Paco Rabanne. Similar profile, Yeah, there's a lot of Kenzo Homme intense here. It's very, very woody aquatic. Kind of a highlight reel of the line. It is. I think that's a fair assessment. Any of you that have tried many of them, like a few of them, let's say you've tried the EDP and the Intense and you tried this one, you're going to smell both of those in here. That's for sure. I'm going 8.5 out of 10 with my first impressions rating on this one. Yeah, this is a good one. This is definitely a good one. Anybody that wants an aquatic with some more character to it, not as generic and basic, that's who this is for. Somebody that wants an aquatic that's not basic and generic, but also not complicated. Like it rides that line of not being, complex, but not being basic either. But using basic accords, wood, water, leather, a little bit of floral. It sounds basic until you smell it, and it's like, that's really good. Yeah, this is really good. I'm going to slot you right over here. I don't know when I'm going to wear it, but I'm wearing it soon. 8.5 out of 10. I'm sticking my guns on that one. First impressions, that's how I'm feeling about it. Let's see who's doing what here in the chat before we move on to 1 million, million gold elixir. Just made it today. Can't wait. I hope you enjoy it, sir. You must be one of those affiliate sale emails that I saw. Yeah, I'm digging it. So funny enough, shout outs to Devin, channel member. I don't know if he's here currently. He reached out to me in my comments this morning from when I mentioned it in the last live stream about how I want to get it as soon as I can. He's like, look, I got it for free. I'm assuming Influencer. And he's like, I don't really care for it, but I'd like to contribute to content on the channel. Can I send it to you? He already sent it to, like, yeah, hit me up on Instagram. Thanked him for it. He's like, what address you want me to send it to? I already got tracking. So I got the new Coach from EDP coming. We're going to bust that bad boy out on the live stream and check it out. I have high hopes because I love the original Coach from it. I haven't looked at the note breakdown. The bottle looks amazing in that black finish, that all black finish. So shout outs to Devin, channel member, longtime subscriber, contributing. You know, I turn down a lot of stuff people want to send me, but in that instance, it's like it was sent to him. He didn't care for it anyway, and he's just passed it along to me. Yeah, shit, let's do it. You know, what the hell? Why not? So sooner than later. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate that. Well, see, it grew on me quite a bit, and it is less sweet, less fruity, and tropical, honestly, than Valentino Uomo the Gold that came out last year. I prefer it, but there is some similarity to them. But yeah, that's if you have both of them, they're pretty redundant, but I do prefer the Valentino. It's actually really, really good when summer rolls around. That's one of my preferred tropical smell and sweet fragrances for the summertime. Kenzo is severely underrated. I'd just like to see him make a blue one. Metallic Musk is really good. I really like it. It's definitely top 3. Like that's right behind those Bad Boy the Bad Boy Elixir and 212 VIP Black Elixir. That's like my number 3 designer release of the year. It's not officially released yet. It's like I think right the end of this month it releases. I got the hookup on being able to buy a bottle early. I did a video on it already, but I don't think they're going to bring that back. I think we do need a blue spice bomb. That's got to happen sooner than later. We still haven't gotten the parfum. We still haven't gotten the elixir because those are inevitable. And a blue is inevitable. When will we get it? I don't know. Within the next 5 years, I'm confident. And that'll probably be about as fresh as it'll get for us. Almost all have to try the gold. Yeah, I mean, they always put out a good release. I think, anyways. Which Kenzo's the crowd pleaser? Probably the original. The original, I mean, they all really are. The EDPs and the EDP and Indigo are the 2 most interesting because the leather and then the leather and iris of this one. It adds depth and character, more personality to the fragrance, whereas the more basic of the 2 is the Homme EDT and Homme Intense. But they're all crowd pleasers. Those 2 especially because they're woody aquatics, whereas the EDT is a little bit greener, a little bit more tropical, I guess. And the Intense is very, very woody. It's the most woody forward of the bunch, with this one being probably the second woodiest, I would say. But probably the happy medium, I think most people would say Kenzo Homme EDT. You can't go wrong. It's a woody aquatic that's more on the woody notes, you know. Appreciate that, sir. Hey, man, that's a good one. I love the scent. Great recommendation. Hey, man, all of them are good. The steps to that profile, the Intense is really good for the cooler weather. And when you want to wear something special occasion, the Le Parfum. Leather, a little boozy, a little bit of funk from the synthetic oud. It's really good too. So it's not too redundant to have the EDT, the Intense, and the Le Parfum. It's a development. The scent evolves, and you can wear them for different occasions. The EDT you can wear for anything and everything. Great work scent. Cooler weather, evenings, the Intense, and then, like I said, special occasions, stepping out, dressed to the nines, whatever, the Le Parfum. Whole collection will run you $120. Those 3. There's more than just those 3, but those 3 that run you about, give or take, $110 to $130 range for 3 4-ounce bottles. The most expensive ones, the Le Parfum's like 40 something. $40 to $45 from discounters. Yeah, you can't go wrong with those, dude. Yeah, my original EDT versus Intense video, that video is almost 6 years old. That review, that's like way, way, way back. Haven't tried it yet. No, haven't tried it yet. Floral Smoky Aquatic. Well, that's different. It sounds good. Light smoky nuance. I think whatever's making the leather accord, that's what's doing it for me. Yeah, I agree. I agree. The EDP was the best. This is the EDP and then some. Now, if you want more leather, the EDP. The EDP is super leather forward. It's a leather aquatic and probably best of class when it comes to a leather aquatic. I would say best of class, even over some niche stuff that have aquatic accords with leather. Whereas this, it's just deeper. It's a deeper scent. Like you get what's great about that and what's great about the Intense, and you get some violety, earthy iris. Yeah, I like the bottle too. It's the best of the bunch because it's got that matte finish. Yeah, I like them. I do. 110 ml. That's the best one they've ever made, in my opinion. Of what's on the market, I think infrared EDP is the best. But of everything they've ever made in that line, Spice Bomb Fresh is my favorite one. I still haven't tried that one yet. I do like the vanillas. So let me slide on down right back at you. Yeah, we're going to dive into that one next. Hugo Boss Intense. Yeah, they've grown on me. The robot bottles. I got Heidi the EDP Intense or the Le Parfum Intense, whatever came out last year. When I bought Phantom Elixir, I was able to pick a little mini bottle, and I picked that newest version of Fame, and she loved it's tropical, so she fell in love with it. She's like, I want a bottle. So I got her the 50 ml gift set like 2 hauls ago. I think I had showed it in the stream. Like we didn't cover it, but it was like, yeah, I bought this too for her. Yeah, I think it's the best one. I think it's the best of the bunch. It depends on what you're wearing it for, really. I think it's more well-rounded because it tones the leather down, but it's still, you still smell the leather easily. Haven't gotten around to it yet. Okay. Ooh, both. Because Reserve Privé is very boozy, whereas you're going to get more spice and leather out of One More Intense. So they're similar, but they're not exactly the same. They both have their differences in nuance and accords and stuff like that. Not quite. Not quite. Part of me wanted to say yeah, but not really. Nothing that you would traditionally make it considered a blue fragrance. It's bordering something, like it's got that level of versatility and mass appeal, but still not typical stuff where I would call it a blue fragrance. It's more of like a white bottle fragrance, clean musk, I love it. I think it's amazing. Yeah, it's really good. I'm a huge fan. That Smelling New Society at Ulta. Really like it. Better than Society Extreme. Yeah, because I still need to buy it. I'll be buying some more. When I buy the stuff for next month's member giveaway, probably next week, I may go ahead and grab it, the ombre, because I definitely want it. It's a no-brainer that I'm going to get it at some point. The OG, I'm sorry, the OG would be better for spring, but it depends on your spring. It's like we surprisingly had 50-degree weather today. Like even right now, it's 66. Like when we went to the gym at like 10:30 this morning, it was 57 degrees still. And they had a breeze and everything. So it depends on your spring. If you got weather like that, you can wear either of them. Nice cool breeze and everything. But if your springs are already 75, 80 degrees, maybe the original Society over the Extreme, Let's see, Sir Clive Christian, 1872. Strong and special for every day. It's definitely special. I have seen they're releasing it. I haven't smelled it. I'm sure I'll try it at some point. I mean, it's a safe blind buy, but that's an expensive-ass blind buy. It's really good. It's basically Mango Aventus. Mango and pink pepper. It's really good. So far, it's Bad Boy Elixir. Close second is 212 VIP Black Elixir. which is right here. And then Spice Bomb Metallic Musk. That's my top 3 currently. That's going to be last. We've only done 1 fragrance so far. That's all the years of people saying that's challenging. I got it a couple of years ago, and it's like, I don't find it's challenging at all. It's woody green leather. It's very nice, a little classy. I don't think it's daring at all. Very foresty, dry woody green. The leather is not even like crazy in it. It's really good. No, infrared EDP, I think, is the best one on the market. This would be a close second for me. Yeah, it definitely does. So let me skip to the bottom real quick. It was by far my favorite. You'll love this one then. You'll definitely love this one then. Let's try out the new Million Gold Elixir. I believe it's some sort of citrus, vanilla, and sandalwood are the notes. From what I remember. Let's check out the jewel, shall we? Let me angle it to where it'll focus. There we go. The jewel. Drop the Paco, drop the 1. You got Rabanne Million Gold Elixir. 50 ml was all I needed. I mean, you could buy 100 ml. They had the 100 ml. They have 100 ml in stock, but it's like, I don't need it. I don't need it. Really good spray. You want to talk about fingerprint magnet. First, ooh, that does smell good. First touch. Man, big old fingerprint right there. Big old fingerprint on the side. Big old fingerprint on the other side right away. Ooh, that is better. I do like that more than the original. It is sweeter too. Definitely a citrus vanilla fragrance, and it's creamy, and I'm sure it's the sandalwood vanilla combo. Oh, that's like a little bit of the lemon bars effect that I get from Fabulous Yuzu from Mancera. A little bit, yeah. Lemon bars, kind of vanilla lemon, you know. Oh, that's delicious. It smells like a dessert. Yeah, I'm calling this a gourmand. I don't know if anybody else has. This is gourmand. This is dessert-like. But it's still very woodsy. And no, it just popped in my head. Another one somebody's going to ask me about. No, it does not smell like Honor and Glory. There's no turmeric and all the spices and stuff of that. That's not here. I don't get pineapple upside down cake. I know somebody's got it popped in my head. Like I'm always thinking, what are they going to ask me? What are they going to ask me? When I'm describing something, it's like, does it sound like anything else? And it's like, oh, they might think this. No, I don't think it's that. It reminds me of I don't know how many of you are going to remember this. This is when I was a teenager. Lee Labrada 40-gram protein bars, the low-carb bars that had 40 grams of protein. Labrada low-carb. I don't know how many of you remember that. They had a lemon flavor. That's what this smells like. Specifically. That's what it's like, unlocking a memory specifically. I feel like it's got 40 grams of protein. I just sprayed 40 grams of protein. Yes. When I was a teenager, they had long discount. They had the blueberry muffin one too. Was amazing. That was the 2 best ones. I like this. Yeah, I like this a lot. Yeah. This is too easy to enjoy. You got to like sweet designers. Confident people will shit on this because sweet designers get just as much shit as they do love because people suck. And that's just what society is. Woody says, so it's actually mandarin orange. It smells like lemon bars to me. Woody citrus. Yeah, about it. Sandalwood, mandarin orange, vanilla. 8.4 out of 10 with 4 ratings. Only 4. Yeah, not too much. Not too much has been said so far. Longevity and sillage, I'm sure. The bottle is cooler looking with that jewel. Little door knocker looking deal plus the jewel. I agree with the bottle design. It is getting a little bit more acidic. It's starting to smell more like orange, but the opening was very lemon bar, and it's getting more acidic. So orange is making more sense. And it's getting woodier. A little powdery, just a little bit. It's making me want to snack. I think it's pretty good. Damn, I hate to give another 8.5 back to back like this, but that's where I'm at. I'm sitting here at 8.5 thinking this is going to last a long ass time. 5 sprays of this is going to be loud. My wife's going to love this. I'm quite enjoying it. 8.5, great. It's a great fragrance. I'm right there with those 4 people. So far, I've been in line with the people rating the 2 fragrances we've talked about on Parfumo. I've been in line with them. Yeah, I prefer it. I prefer it to the first version, A Million Gold. But I like Sweet Designers, you know? We're a Sweet Designer household over here. I think it's quite superior. Calling it like it is. It's better, hands down. And they're not really the exact same fragrance either, because that's more of a warm wood fragrance, whereas this is a sweet citric wood fragrance. It's not the same kind of woody fragrance. Yeah, this borderline banger here. If you like the first one, you're probably going to like it. If you like Sweet Designers and you like the first one, you're going to like this. This is probably a very safe blind buy for you if you like those 2 things. If you like Sweet Designers and you like Million Gold, you'll probably like Million Gold Elixir. It's a very safe play. It's not a bold designer. It's even a little medicinal now that it's settling in a bit. Kind of surprised about that, but whew, man, that's an all-time great right there. Early 90s. Oh, the Ombre, Society Ombre. Parfum, had to pick up 100 ml Compliment Mag. Hey, the Acquario Parfum is good stuff, man. It's Rabanne. Is this new? Yes, both of these are all new releases. Kenzo Homme Indigo is a 2025 release. Million Gold Elixir is a 2025 release. And Trey Oros from Day 3 is a brand new 2025 release. No, all 3 of these are 2025. Polo Cologne Intense, that's a good one. The gold bars, yeah. So notes reminds me of Sauvage Parfum. Need nothing here. Smells like Sauvage Parfum, not even a little bit. Definitely not. I love Sauvage Parfum. That's my favorite Sauvage. Yeah, none of this smells like that. Not really. No, that's a lot of tuberose. It's very solar. It's got this beachy cocoa butter meets bubblegum sweetness, like sunscreen lotion meets the traditional bubblegum sweetness from them. Yeah, they don't smell similar. A little bit the vanilla, because like I wouldn't have guessed sandalwood the way the woody note smells, because it's not a creamy sandalwood. It's still a warmer sandalwood smell. Like it's not quite the warm wood smell of Million Gold, but the woody accord is similar without the use of the exact same woody notes, because that had cedar and sandalwood. But it's probably the same exact sandalwood oil. A little bit, but I find it's not like Ultra Zest kind of creamsicle. Lolita Limpica Green Lover, Paco Rabanne Ultra Red Man, like that's more the orange creamsicle smell. Good luck. eBay and cross your fingers that nobody's going to rip you off. I haven't smelled Oud in a while. And Edition Blanche in the opening a little bit. Let's start with first clones or designers. You should start with whatever interests you. Whatever interests you most. Start with original creations before you start going to the rip-off stuff, because that's what clones are. They're just ripping off other people's work. That's all it is. And people argue, but there's designers that are yeah, but they're They're not the same. They're not like direct copies. There's inspiration there, you know. So it depends. Both 8.5 so far. We are about to get to you momentarily, sir. So you remember the lean body low carb? That's a long time ago, man. I was like 16 when those were around. That's a long time ago. Yeah, this is really good, Kenneth. They usually do really well. Like there is no bad 1 million release. Anybody that says so, it's either not their taste or they're just shitting on it because it's cool to shit on fragrances these days. Because for a long time, everybody complained, oh, everybody likes everything or you like everything. So people started shitting on stuff just to shit on stuff. And a lot of stuff doesn't deserve to be shit on. It's just a taste thing. Like, oh, it's terrible. No, it's just not for you. Somebody else loves it. That's why there's a fine line between critiquing and unfairly shitting on a fragrance. Like a Starbucks lemon bar. I've never had one of those. I've had homemade ones. My brother makes some mean homemade lemon bars. Ambassador versus Ohm versus Blockade. I mean, I would pick Blockade, then Ambassador, then Ohm 2, because I like the original Ohm more than Ohm 2. I did say lemon bars, indeed. Realistic citrus, have North State. That's not going to be realistic. That's not going to be realistic. That's not going to be realistic. Can you stop buying clones? You're saying the words realistic and you're listing off $20 to $40 clone fragrances. You're not getting that. It's not happening, Loannis, however you say your name. That's not happening. It's cheap oils. They're not going to replicate real citrus that well. Because like all grapefruit oils are synthetic, but there's levels to the authenticity of the smell. There's levels to it. There's high quality synthetics that'll make you believe it's really grapefruit. It's really mandarin orange. It's really lime, you know, so. But all of that, stop doing $30 to $40 fragrances and look to Acqua di Parma. You can get 5-ounce bottles, testers with caps. Their Blue Mediterranean line, the blue bottles. Look at some note breakdowns. You can spend around 50 or 60 bucks, and they are some of the best fresh or entry-level niche citrus-based fragrances money can buy. Get yourself away from all of this, because what you're looking for, you're not finding. And I don't care what other channel you go to and you ask this and they say, oh, well, you know, this Lattafa or that bullshit. I'm going to give you a real answer here. No to none of that. None of that's going to get you there. You need to look at brands like Acqua di Parma if you want to spend similar money to this. You can spend a little bit more. But get performance out of your mind if you're looking for a photorealistic citrus. You need to get performance out of your mind too. Get 10 hours out of your fucking head too, because you can't have your cake and eat it too with realistic citrus. I'm just being real with you, man. I'm gonna give you the real answer. I'm not gonna give you the buy it through my link answer that a lot of people will. You're not gonna like the real answer, because the real answer is not what you're looking to do. But for your question of what you're in search of, this is the kind of stuff you're gonna have to do. And you can get samples and try these things and see if they're for you. But with the type of scents I'm talking about, you're looking at 3 to 6 hours in longevity, depending on your skin, your olfactive fatigue with your nose, the sensitivity of it. But you're going to get the real deal experience. You're going to get photorealistic citrus. Even though they're still synthetic, a lot of them, some of them are natural oils too. But Acqua di Parma is the brand you need to seek with the Blue Mediterranean line. One of the best bergamots I've ever smelled is Bergamotto di Calabria. I have a bottle of it. Arancia di Capri, one of the best orange notes I've ever smelled. These are all 3 to 4, maybe 5-hour fragrances. So if you're looking at synthetic, cheap clone fragrances, you're not going to get longest lasting while staying realistic with night. What you're asking for isn't a real fragrance. And somebody may argue my point, and then you'll get it and you're not going to be satisfied. You're going to go to someone else. You're going to ask the same question. They're going to recommend something to you, and you're still going to be asking this question to someone else after, because you're, again, not going to be satisfied. So I want you to understand, I'm being very direct and firm with what I'm saying, because I'm genuinely trying to help you. because when it comes to what you're looking for, you're looking to have your cake and eat it too. And with citrus, that's not how it works. That's just not how it works, unless you're getting at the really, really expensive stuff. But I'm not recommending like Raja Dove and stuff like that for those citruses, because one of the best sweet, juicy citruses I've ever smelled in my life is Harrods Parfum Pour Homme. But even from discounters, you're going to spend like $400 on that bottle. So I'm not recommending that to you. Explore Acqua di Parma. Do yourself a favor. Get 8 to 10 to 12 hours out of your head if you want photorealistic citrus. If you want 8 to 10 to 12 hours, get photorealistic citrus out of your head. One's got to go. You're not going to get both. And feel free to not believe me and not take what I'm saying seriously, and go ask the next person. And when they recommend a fragrance and you go buy it, please, if you're not satisfied, come on back and tell me I was right, and let me try to help you again if you don't take my advice this time, because I'm trying to help you, my man. I'm trying to help you with the real answer. So I hope that helps. And I'm sure some people will weigh in, because that's the reality of the situation. You can't have your cake and eat it too with longevity and photorealistic citrus unless you're getting way up in the price range. You probably will like this, yeah. Ambassador's amazing. I hate the stupid lingering cough. Ambassador is absolutely amazing. I don't think anything will ever top 1 million Parfum and 1 million Privé for me. This, like, I really like this, but Lucky's still iconic for me. You know, I have a lot of great memories with Lucky. That's the thing. I have time with some of these other ones, years with some of these other ones. So it's going to be hard for it to, like, just take their place as a favorite. So got to remember that. Ooh, Lemon Dolce. On the line of Lemon Dolce. So that's a sharper, brighter citrus. Not quite the same, because this is still creamy and woody. Yeah. Well, see, I thought it was lemon at first, but now it's getting more acidic, so it's smelling more orange. I always relate most oranges, especially with sweet notes, it'll get a little acidic to rear its head. And that's what's going on here. It definitely smells much more orange now. No, not quite the same. So let me skip on down, because we're going to dive into Tre Oros here in just a second. I haven't tried the new one. I want to try it, though. Don't clone yourself to death. Exactly. I say it all the time. Fico di Amalfi is gorgeous. That's another one of those blue bottle Acqua di Parmas I was talking about. Indiana Bones. He's got the right idea. Good to see you, Jason. Oh, shit. All good, though. Oh, yeah, it's top 5. 100%. I just put it on its shelf. I love it. Terre d'Hermes EDP Intense. I love it. Absolutely love it. I love what they did with that fragrance. Appreciate you, sir. Yeah, a mix is the way to go. That's how I built my collection, too. Because there's some really good clones. There's some really good inspired stuff. There's some really good designers. There's some really good high-level designers. There's some really good affordable niche. There's some really good super expensive niche. There's some really good indie stuff, which I have a feeling this is going to be some really good indie stuff. I appreciate that. I figured, so Loannis, I'm glad you take it, because I'm genuinely trying to help you. And I know a lot of people here, like, they know me. A lot of this chat's regulars. We call them the core. Anywhere in that 130 range. It's usually the core and a couple Reddit users that are like hoping I say something they can clip and make a narrative. They do the shit all the time. Outside of that, the majority's like regulars that are here every time I stream, no matter the topic. We understand one another. We relate. Our tastes are similar. We view things a lot the same way when it comes to fragrance. So I figured a lot of them would second the notion on what I'm telling you. So I really want to lead you down the right path here, because that can get costly and you never end up satisfied. And that whole time you could have bought 10 less fragrances if you'd have been able to sacrifice the performance. You'd have got the experience you wanted for just a couple dollars, $10-20 more than what those clones were costing. And it goes back to the hashtag comment a minute ago. Don't clone fragrance yourself to death, because I say that all the time. I love the clones. There's certain clones I love. I did a clone video today on a bunch of stuff I really enjoy that I wear often. But I would never advise someone to build an entire collection on them, because you're going to miss out on so. If you genuinely love the experience, the olfactive experience of wearing the fragrances, you're going to miss out on so much. And you really don't have to spend a lot more than what these clones cost to get these type of experiences too. There's a lot of really good entry-level niches, your Manceras, your Montals, Your Molinards, God, they got amazing stuff for 40, 50 bucks that you can get 75 mLs of. Aqua de Parma. There's so many good ones out there. There really is. Hell, you want to experience papaya and mango done right. This brand right here, you're going to spend a little over 100, but it's called Bani. It's his best work. It's still my favorite fragrance from him. Is this going to top it? I don't know. But a couple more comments and we're going to dive into it. That's one of the Manceras. Yeah, it's lemon and woods. It's amazing. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. So I reviewed the Lattafa one, and it's okay. But it's like, man, for like 30 bucks more, you can just get 100 ml of 1 million parfum. It's not worth it to me. Because some designers, yeah, like Milano Privé, the 1 million Privé clone, yeah, 1 million Privé is discontinued, and it's pretty much a dead ringer. That's a different case. But most of the time with designers, the clones aren't the way to go unless they're offering something a little different, some variants, like Club de Nuit Lionheart Man. A lot of peppermint. Love it. Can't stop praising that. You know? Yes, so you have to use my link, and it'll automatically provide 10% off. So you can find it like literally if you click see more in the video description box, right underneath where the segment is for these fragrances, like these 3 fragrances we're talking about, the next section after join this channel is use my link tree for discounts below, and you click that link. I'll show you. Literally right here, you click see more, and it'll pop this up. That's the 3 fragrances we're talking about. There's to join the channel, and then you got this link tree. This is in all my videos. When you come here, that's featured stuff, which the Haroff's usually featured, and you click that. Link provides 10% off, and everything on the site, you'll save 10%. Samples, beard products, shave products, leather goods, fragrances, you'll automatically save 10%. Yep. And I appreciate that. I do earn a commission, but I appreciate that. That is really good. Now, would I say it's photorealistic? No, but it does smell really good. It does. I appreciate that. What's the real answer? I'm just very direct, and I can be a little rough around the edges when I get serious about an answer. You guys know I am. But let me skip on down because we are about to. Welcome to the FWO family. I appreciate that. So let me skip down. I apologize, guys, because I want to get into this, especially while Mike's here. Because if I don't like it, I want to give Mike a hard time because I like Mike. Just because he's here doesn't mean I'm gonna praise it. I'm gonna give you guys the real. You know, if I like it, I like it. If I love it, I love it. If it's okay, it's okay. If it's bad, I highly doubt it's bad. He's never done bad. He'll never make a bad fragrance. So day 3 fragrances with their newer presentation. Luxury fragrances. Love the new box design. Très Oros. Tis a parfum. Got the bubble wrap to keep it nice and safe with a description of everything. Oh, it's nice and fruity at the top. We'll actually read the notes here. Let's read what he's got here. Tres Oros translates to 3 golds in Spanish, a reflection of its golden-hued scent profile of pineapple, sweet plantains, I knew about that, and honey. This has delectable written all over it. Experience all the sweetness of the mouth-watering Dominican treat, this creative and luxurious gourmand, a top of pineapple and mandarin orange. The heart's sweet plantain, cinnamon, and nutmegs. We got some spices. The base is honey, brown sugar, and amber. This is going to be a sweet one. Sweet with a little bit of spice. And that's a nice touch. Got that little clear rubber band holding the bottle in place. That's a nice touch. That is a nice touch. This is indie niche done right for any of you that have not tried anything from Day 3 Fragrances. Award-winning brand many times over. Mike's really good at what he does. And I love the whole theme behind the brand. Hefty metal cap. I'll spray the line in the face. Oof. Beautiful atomizers. You get your, I was going to say you get your money's worth, but that punched me in the nose. Just syrupy honey is what I immediately got. It's like pineapple syrup. I got pineapple and honey right away. I'm excited now. That made me happy. That smelled really good. Oh, the cinnamon. I don't get plantain yet, but I get honey pineapple cinnamon. And it doesn't remind me of anything. That's always the first thing I'm looking for. Does it remind me of anything? Nothing. That is drizzling honey over slices of pineapple that for some godforsaken reason you sprinkled cinnamon on. That's what I'm picturing here. Doesn't sound like a good combination, but boy, when you smell it. Shit, Mike. This is better than Aylin. That was my number 2. This is better than Aylin. Aylin's a vanilla oud fragrance, and it's amazing. It's the last release. This is better than Escandalo. This is better than Downtown Deja Vu, Filosofia, La Tacita de Cafe. There's so much cinnamon. That's what's getting me. It's so much cinnamon with this syrupy honey and fruits and just, oh. It's juicy, juicy, juicy pineapple. Yeah, mouth-watering. First, very accurate. That is a treat. Wowzer. Let me pull it up on screen so you guys can look at it too. I know it's on Parfumo. All of his fragrances are. Mike never disappoints, man. Never disappoints. Mandarin, pineapple, cinnamon, plantain, amber, brown sugar, honey. That's cinnamon. That cinnamon is the star for me. Speaking of Devin, there he is. We were talking about you earlier. This gentleman's who's sending me the Coach EDP. I appreciate you, sir. Another one wearing green Irish tweed. We got a few in the chat wearing green Irish tweed. So I enjoy Spectre. Oh, yeah. Of course. Yes. Oh, 100% Junior. That's my favorite Nichane fragrance. I'm sure you saw my Nichane ranking video like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's still my number 1, and I got some really good stuff from Nichane, but that's one of the best vanillas I've ever smelled in my life. Taking a chance on Bad Boy Parfum. Oh, Le Parfum? Ooh, so I'm waiting to spin some, because it's been requested for me to rank my Carolina Herreras, and I'm waiting till I wear the 212 VIP Black New York Rodeo and VIP Black Elixir. I want to spend some time with them in the next week or 2. Then I want to get a wearing in before I rank them. But you want to know what's ranked last? Bad Boy Le Parfum, because I don't like to smell like weed. If you want to smell like weed without being high, that's a fragrance for you. The dry down's great, but you got to get through smelling like a bag of weed. And if you ain't high, what's the point? It's not a good fragrance. I just have it. I got the 50 ml tester for like 30 something bucks on one of Fragrance Buy's sales like a year and a half, 2 years ago. And I was like, wow, what the hell? I don't like it. I will never wear it. I just have it for reference. So I hope you like it, Mr. Bellevue. But that's the warning. For 30 minutes, you're going to smell like weed, but you're not going to feel like you smoked any. You're just going to smell like it. You smell like a bag of weed. And not like high grade strains that like dirt weed, sticks and stems and shit. Yeah. You smell like you're in high school again. Good God almighty, this is amazing. Enough jokes. You would think super sugar because of brown sugar being listed, but the honey, like it's mainly 3 things here. It's all about pineapple, cinnamon, and honey for me. And it's not as sticky of a smell as you may think. Like Signature Orum's much stickier. It's like a sticky amber drizzling off a cinnamon stick, whereas this is more like fruit with cinnamon sprinkled on it and the honey drizzled. Like I don't even really smell orange. It's all pineapple, cinnamon, and honey to me. I don't even get the plantain yet. Maybe as it dries, I'll get more of it. Maybe a little bit actually. Very warm. 9 out of 10. This is outstanding. 9.25. I'm going to give it a little quarter bump. 9.25. Second best of house, because I don't know. It's because I live at the beach. I've worn Banni to the beach a couple of times. I don't think I'll ever rank anything above Banni. I just can't. It's my favorite mango fragrance I've ever smelled. Papaya done right. It's more papaya than mango. It's fucking amazing. Any of you that haven't tried Bonnie, if you like tropical fragrances or mango fragrances, you need it. You need it. That's photorealistic. To the gentleman that was looking for photorealistic. I'm not one for layering, but this is too good to not spray on. How often you see me do that when I'm already wearing something? Not never, because I don't. I think maybe once on camera, maybe once. Usually if I got something on, I'm not spraying anything on top of it. I want to enhance the sillage of this. This is just impeccable. Mike, this is better than Aylin to me. I don't know who's going to agree. This is a must try if you like honey. Let's keep it simple. You like honey? You need to try this. And yes, it has pineapple. No, it does not smell like a Ventus. I forgot to mention that. That's a thing I do when there's pineapple. No, it does not smell like a Ventus. It's honey, cinnamon, and pineapple. And strong. A lot of it. God, it's the cinnamon that's doing it for me. My God. It's the weather tomorrow. Make sure it's cool enough for this. I mean, fuck it, don't matter. High of 74, low of 56, good enough. Battery's at 100%. Good enough. We're wearing that tomorrow. Instant in the lineup. We're wearing that tomorrow. Mike, please keep doing what you're doing, sir. Do not let your creative juices ever cease flowing, because you have become one of my absolute favorite perfumers. To know where you started to where you are now and how you taught yourself. This man is self-taught. You are one of the most talented individuals I've ever seen in this space that I've gotten to know. And you should be very proud of your work and what you do with this brand, sir. Seriously. I would encourage a sample set. They're $35. You get a voucher for the $35 towards a bottle purchase too. They're all about value. Million Gold Elixir is pretty good too, though. All of them are good. This is, man, what a great combination of fragrances. All very different too. That's a great scent of the day. What's up, Dame? Yeah, Mike's amazing. He's so talented. It's unbelievable. Gingembre smells like a niche Dior Homme cologne. Lavande, nice earthy, fresh cut lavender, very classy, dressy fragrance. And of course, the fig fragrance. I'm forgetting the name. Fig. It's an aquatic fig fragrance. It was my very first one. It's amazing. You can get all of those for like $40 to $50 for 75 mLs. I've never smelled a bad one from them, or even mediocre fragrance from them. Inside on day 3 soon. Yeah, it's sample sets are so glad there's no coconut gross. For which fragrances? None of these have coconut. Cool. Speaking of coconut, yeah. Plantains. That's the one that smells like a mall. Yes, Downtown Deja Vu. Nailed it too. 90s shopping mall. Cinnabon, like Orange Julius, going to get a smoothie. Movie theater and arcade, walking through Dillard's by the freshly folded, like the Ralph Lauren section and shit. Like, yeah. All those visuals the first time I smelled it. It's amazing how he brought that to life. Amazing. Vincent, good to see you, sir. Well, it's a good thing. I mean, I'm behind right now, but you, sir, should be very proud of yourself. Aylin versus Baby Cat. I got to lean Baby Cat because of the smokiness. The smokiness is what captivates me on that one. Very, very faint differences, though, because Aylin's a much cleaner fragrance. You can look at Baby Cat as more of a kind of a vulgar twist because it's so smoky. Absolutely incredible. I would say spring is pushing it. The weather is going to be okay, but evenings year round, you're going to be indoors more than likely. Evenings year round. Definitely a great evening scent. Cozy, night out, very intimate type of fragrance because it has a fun edge to it because it's fruity. It gives it a little bit of a playful tone, but It's more for the serious perfume enthusiast because there's so much nuance without being complex. Does that make sense? Like I'm saying, it's a very straightforward fragrance, but it doesn't smell like another fragrance. So that's what I mean when I'm like, there's so much nuance to it because of the story behind it, as well as what you're getting, because it's so captivating. It makes you want to cozy up to the fragrance. I mean, I'm wearing Emerald Green from House of Oud. I've only had it on for like 3.5 hours, roughly. I just sprayed it on top of it. I never do that. Just to enhance the sillage, you know? It's getting a little bit of a gingerbread kind of thing going too. Just answered that. Just love when I get asked multiple times within 4 comments. That's very popular. Garlic Mist from Happy Land. That's good stuff. I think that's fair because it doesn't strike me as like winter time, but year round in, nighttime, I think year round personally. Good to see you, Randy, wearing hair today. Hell yeah. Just drove my car down and drop off, have a leak check, and car following started pouring gas from under the driver's side. Fun. Damn. Well, it's got to turn around soon, right? Shit. Sorry to hear that, Randy. Learning to smell, really informative. The Bad Boy Le Parfum for Christmas, needless to say, it just collects dust. Mine too. I just have it for reference. Sir, it's a Carolina Herrera, not Conbud. It's not hydro, I promise, sir. No hydroponics in the car, just Bad Boy Le Parfum from Carolina Herrera. Do you like it? No, me either, sir. It was a mistake to wear it. As we can see, we're here currently. Yes, definitely not. To each their own. I totally do not agree. But hey, if you like it, that's awesome. I'm sure there's stuff I like that you don't. See, there's people that are fans of it. Spencer, not so famous YouTuber, he's a fan. Scrolling down. Shut up. Yeah, as you know, anything around 9.5 is basically a 10 from me because I don't give 10s, man. I've only given 2 ever. In 4,000 videos, I've only given 2. Literally, I'm about to hit 4,000 videos. Let me see exactly. Oh, okay. I think it showed my video. 3,836. Yeah. So I'm almost in about 2 months. I'll be at 4,000. Yeah, he's really, really talented, man. This is very true. I was the first video review on day 3 fragrances. Yep. I wore my hoodie a couple of weeks ago. By the way, love that hoodie. And see, that's top 5 for me. Yeah, that's one of my favorite coffee fragrances ever. Now, I don't remember it being listed, but I get a bit of a star anise kind of smell to it, a little bit of licorice with some spice, I don't recall having tried anything from the brand. Yeah, this is amazing. It's so cozy without being serious or too like there's a sex appeal to it, but it's not something where I'd be like, oh, this is just sexy. You need to wear this on dates. You can totally wear it on dates. You definitely be the most interesting man in the room wearing something like this. This is the kind of stuff women like to smell on men. Yeah, there's, your aunt loves that 1980s powerhouse that some people, the vintage fragrance community and the Guerlains and all that they swear behind. That's great that your aunt is always the one that gives you the compliment at the family reunion. But the women your age that you might be attracted to, they like stuff like this. Okay? Some people need to get off their high horse with the fougères. I love a good fougère too. But women like sweet fragrance. Most women like sweet fragrances on men because most women like sweet fragrances on themselves. So, of course, if you smell interesting and sweet, they won't hang up on that neck. I'm just throwing it out there. It's not just my own experience. It's things I've observed over time. It's just how it works for most. It's not always the case, but I find for most. That's great if you want to do that. I don't know if Mike's got any discount codes active right now. Like, I'm not affiliated or anything. Once in a while, he'll do a code just to hook the audience up in live streams here and there. But I don't make a single dollar. Mike's never paid me a penny. I'm just a fan of his work. There's a mutual respect we have amongst one another. He liked me enough for where I was the first person he ever reached out to when he started doing this stuff. He liked me. So he's like, I'd love for you to try my stuff. And that's how this started years ago, and it's just budded from there, obviously. And he's never disappointed. Some are better than others, obviously. This is better than a lot of the others. It's just that good. But, that's up to you if you want to blind buy. I don't encourage blind buying, but the likelihood of you being disappointed is pretty freaking low. Even though it's a taste-driven thing, the likelihood's pretty freaking low. Ooh, the new Montal. Yeah, pineapple leather. So I saw that it's supposed to be kind of like a twist on Aventus, people are saying, but I don't believe. I saw the note breakdown. Pineapple, coconut, leather. Like, I'm in. I went looking overseas to see if I could buy it. It's not available anywhere yet. Like all the usual suspects where I could buy it overseas, I went look. Last night. This happened last night. I want that bottle. I'm going to buy that and be my own judge. That is for sure. Citrine. Tried so far on the full rest of the testers I have. Favorite BR540 clone. It's been a while since I've worn anything BR540, but I would say the thing that has me captivated that's not completely BR540, speaking of Montal, is Sensual Instinct. It's very, very, very earthy green, thick, jammy rose with BR540 sweetness. I think it's amazing. It's a monster, too. I have the set just a minute. I don't need to sample this to buy it. Okay, gotcha. Downtown Deja Vu. Huh. I have not. I've never tried that one. Oh, so you have tried it, Christine? Downtown Deja Vu? He totally captured the shopping mall in the 90s. Like, it really takes me back to, like, going to the movies. Like, going on the weekends, Friday nights, hit the mall. When we were, like, 13, 14, hit the mall, go to the movies, go bowling after and shit, man. Good old days, man. Early teens. Before smartphones, just in general, like, we didn't even have Nokias back then. Not when we were 13 and 14. That was, like, 16, 17, 18. That was when pagers were around, 13 and 14. That's when the Motorola pagers were a thing. Good old days. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What time is it? Travels. I saved a marriage today. A lady at work calls me Mr. Smellgood. She wants a hubby to get his hygiene up. If the marriage is at risk, it's a little bit more serious than the hygiene then. I'm just saying. But, I mean, power to you, my man. But, yeah, if the marriage is genuinely at risk, I think it's a little bit deeper than that. But, hey, man, it makes you feel good, right? I love it. I absolutely. It's top 3. The two of the 3 Carolina Herrera releases, which I haven't spent enough time with New York Rodeo yet. But, I mean, it's not going to top VIP Black Elixir or Bad Boy Elixir for me. But Spice Bomb Metallic Musk is number 3 for me. That's my top 3. Bad Boy Elixir, VIP Black Elixir, and Spice Bomb Metallic Musk. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Steel Warriors, good to see you, sir. Petite Maison Vert. I've heard good things about that. Chat rewind, and I kept hearing the same stuff. I thought I was going nuts, then jumped back to live. Not really. Not the only time I've smoked a cigar in the last several years was for when Tobacco first came out for Zaharoff. Georgia did the first run of the cigars, and I smoked one for the video, one of the Tobacco cigars, and that's 4.5, 5 years ago. And that was the only cigar in a long, long time. Good to see you, sir. Dior Cologne and Burberry Touch. Because Dior lasted 3 hours. Same perfumer as Aventus. It's basically vintage Aventus meets BR540. Noted. Yeah, life was good back then. You always knew where everybody was because all the bikes would be in the front yard. Good old days. Just mentioned that a minute ago. Clean laundry mixed with 1 million comparison. You were like, what the fuck do you smell? Yes. You talking about Downtown Deja Vu. Because I still don't get 1 million out of it. Like, I still get I got a little bit of the sweetness. Like, I understood it after you mentioned it, but I was like, what? I don't get none of that. No, it's more like the EDT. It's a warmer take on the EDT. Yeah. Night's good, though. The Bishop. Good to see you, sir. Love the new release from day 3. Mike did a fire job. Top 5 from the brand. I think it's number 2. I think it's over Aelin. Aelin got bumped to number 3. God, that cinnamon does me. I'm a sucker for a good cinnamon note, man. Yeah, you just had a certain time they were going to pick you up. The parents were going to pick you up, and it usually like whoever's mom had the van or whatever, y'all rolling deep in the van. The good old days. Absolutely the good old days. You have a great workout, sir. We're at hour 21. We'll be shutting it down here in just a little bit. Gucci Rush and OG Polo Sport from back in the day. Man, the 90s were such a time. It was the peak of humanity and civilization. We had a little bit of technology, not too much. Things mattered more, you know. I miss the good old days. I really do. I was in the fragrance back then. I was definitely in the fragrance back then. Bani. Bani's still my number 1. Yep. Mango papaya. Well, it's still a gourmand, but it's playful, but it's not juvenile. Does that make sense? Because it's pineapple and sugar and honey, but the cinnamon takes over. It is the star for me more than the 3 golds that the theme's built behind. There you go. Random that he chose my first name instead of TLTG, but hey, we'll go with it. Ross 15 for 15% off any 50 ml, guys. Active for how long, Mike? Yeah, Bonnie's the bomb for sure. How long are you going to keep that? See, he usually does like 2 weeks. I don't know if it's going to be just right now, 2 weeks, couple days. So anybody that wants to grab a 50 ml, you can save 15% with code Ross15. He just made it active. Day3fragrances.com. Ooh, God. Creed Original Santal. Now we're talking. La Tacita de Cafe, but I haven't finished 2 weeks. All right, so Ross 15 is good for 2 weeks, guys. Good for any 50 ml. So there's some bangers here. This is my number 1 for those that were asking. It's 155. You'll save 15%, which is going to be roughly $23. Where's the note pyramid? Oh my. Mango leaf, grapefruit, magnolia, lily of the valley, coconut, which I don't really get much coconut, honestly. Sugarcane, sandalwood, white musk. Now, I mentioned papaya, and when you read the story, there is indeed papaya. And honestly, I get more papaya than I do mango. Green mango with a smooth papaya accord right there. So he doesn't list it in the notes, but it is definitely in the breakdown, and you do smell it. You do smell papaya. That's what gives it its uniqueness for being a tropical fruit fragrance, because it's not overly sweet. It's juicy without being super sweet. That's what makes this so stunning. It's so fresh and juicy without being just sweet. This is a true work of art when it comes to tropical fruits. That's why I'm saying I'm never, just based on the ties I have here, wearing it to the beach, sharing PCB and everything, it just, yeah, there's definitely papaya. It's clear as day, too. I'll never be able to have something rank above it, no matter how good he makes a fragrance. It's just, this is special to me, so it's always going to be my number 1. It doesn't matter how good. Like Aelin, there's an argument it's his best work. This, Trey Oros, is an argument it's his best work, but for me, Bonnie's the one for me. You know, it's just the one for me. It is the standard for mango. Subtle and it's good. I love it. I absolutely love it. Would you trust that, or does that just seem strange? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Trust what? Okay, Amazon selling Chanel edition Blanche for a reputable seller. Do you think it's legit? I've never heard of Chanel. Yeah, Chanel's all over Amazon. That's one of the better places to find them. Just make sure it's a reputable seller in the price, because you're not going to see a big discount on Chanel. It's got to be pretty close to retail. And if it's a reputable seller, yeah. Absolutely, sir. Mr. Kix Griffey. Good to see you, sir. Frederick Mall, Musk Ravager, Kix Griffey, approved FW Wolfpack for life. Good to see you, sir. Rank which actor has the most ripped physique? Chris Hemsworth, Michael B. Jordan, Hugh Jackman, Terry Crews. Ripped? We're going to go Michael B. Jordan in Creed 2 and 3, then Hugh Jackman, then Hemsworth and Terry Crews, because Terry Crews is just always lean. Hemsworth gets lean for certain roles, but Hugh Jackman gets like shredded. Like you can tell he's heavy on diuretics for scenes. Like for Deadpool and Wolverine, that was diuretics. He was He was super low body fat, but he was diuretics. That ab shot, that was really him. They didn't enhance that, from what I understand, and I believe it. So, yeah, but Michael B. Jordan. If I had to pick a physique, like the best of the bunch, it's Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, you absolutely should. I agree. Yeah, see, he agrees. Michael B. Jordan, Hugh Jackman. Yeah, we same ranking, Joel. Yeah. Del Mar's and Ambar Dominicano. A lot of people love that one as well. 125 for a 5 ounce. Be careful. That seems a little cheap. I know 125 doesn't sound cheap, but for a 5 ounce Chanel Laurent flanker, because they really don't discount them. It talks about it, but it's the only one with a perfect score on the reviews page for our site. There you go. Literally exquisite. Layered with Bonnie, it's a whole nother level. Man, Creed is top 5 series for me. Yeah, just the Rocky storyline in general, which the Creed series is part of. Just it's the greatest story ever told in Hollywood for me. Rocky movies right on into the Creed movies. Yep. That is how I feel. That is my favorite story ever. Mr. Mickey with the $5 super chat. I appreciate that, sir. What's your favorite movie? I just answered that before I pinned this. Yeah, I'm a Rocky guy. Specifically Rocky 3. Mick dies, gets trained by Apollo Creed for the comeback. A lot of people would pick Rocky 4. Rocky 3. Clubber Lang. Yeah. Got a lot of mobile, boy. A lot of mo. Hey, woman. Why don't you come over here with real man? Mr. B. God. I've seen all, including all 3 Creeds, so many times. I've got the Rocky movies on Laserdisc. The first 4, I've got them on Laserdisc. I've got Blu-ray. I've got the DVD box set from years ago, all the way to Rocky Balboa, which is Rocky 5, and then Rocky Balboa is Rocky 6. Oh, yeah, man. I'm a Rocky guy. See, most people are going to pick Rocky 4. I'm a Rocky 3 guy. Yeah, they are pretty fresh. Man, they always got these dope-ass colors coming out. This cayenne pepper desert sand, desert storm or whatever color Vomero 5. There's so many dope-ass Vomero 5s all the time. Esteban, good to see you, sir. Forgot this Hugo Boss to send Elixir. I thought it was gonna be really good, but just not hitting the way I thought it would. So, Coach Burwa, did you do yourself a favor and sample it first? Because it sounds like you just blind bought it for the fuck of it because of other people's opinions. When you could have went try it at Dillard's or Macy's or something like that before you bought it. Because I think it's amazing. I don't know what you can't seem to figure out. It sounds like you just don't like it. There's nothing to figure out. You don't like it. It's just what I figured it out. You don't like it. And it's all good. But this is where sampling comes in, man. Because it turns into a waste of money if you blind bought it and you didn't like it. And I love it. I think it's the best one in the line, but that's me. A lot of people feel that way, but not everyone. You're a prime example of it. That's the dangerous game of blind buying right there. I'm sorry it didn't work out, but yeah, when in doubt, don't just buy off of others' opinions. Don't just buy off of my opinion. Go, especially if it's a popular brand like Hugo Boss, where you can just go to a department store and try it. Just do that, man. It costs you time and a little bit of gas. A closest comparison for what? Closest comparison for what, Randy? I don't see anything previous that would tie to that. A closest comparison for what, Randy? Need you to elaborate, sir. Pity the fool. Got a lot of mobile, boy. I was one of the very first reviews on YouTube for that many years ago. It's similar to it. Oh, every bottle of Spice Bomb leaks. Literally every bottle. Every bottle I've ever bought. Sub Q with slim pins. What? Try again. I don't understand what you're asking me. It starts punching the slabs of beef. Yeah, it's a great series. I love the story. I'm glad you took it in stride. I like to pick. But yeah, I figured it out for you. It's pretty easy to figure out. You don't fucking like it. Saltwater and Cypress. They got a couple of good ones. Almost Star Work Extreme. I haven't sprayed that in so long. I saw that. Name makes no sense. Total name change for a sales. I'm sure they didn't really change it much. I'll sample it. I mean, I'm not going to get wild and just buy a bottle. I don't trust it, but I'd like to sample it, see if there's any difference. Well, obviously, you never sampled it. That's why I was picking with you. The day 3. What, Downtown Deja Vu? I don't have a comparison. I listed all the stuff about walking through the shopping mall that it reminds me of. Oh, Oros. There's nothing. I don't compare it to anything. It's like sprinkling cinnamon on sliced pineapple and drizzling honey over it. That's what it smells like to me. God, it hasn't changed much from that either. It's a little powdery, and the amber set in to make it even warmer than the cinnamon was. And there's a little bit of creaminess setting in. I bet that's the plantain. I bet that's the plantain making it a slight creamy accord that I'm getting. Rocky was my very first laser disc, and Rocky 3 is the best. My man Marcus, hell yeah. Telling you, Mr. T's rolling, that was amazing. That was amazing. Correct me if I'm wrong, that was Thunder Lips as well, if I remember correctly. That was Hogan's cameo with Thunder Lips. Was Rocky 3, if my memory serves me correct. That is a good one. I haven't worn that in a while. I wore that one in a while myself. Yeah, I mean, iconic stuff. That channel sounds fake. What channel? What you talking about? That channel sounds fake. What you mean? Yeah, it was. I thought so. Third was Thunder Lips. Rocky 3. Yeah, because that's true, because T was in the crowd. He was lurking early in the movie. I did see that. I haven't looked into the notes or anything like that. Join them. It was Thunder Lips. Heading out for the night. Have a good one, Ross, in chat. You have a good one as well, sir. I have to rebuy day 3 catalog after the bottle change. Chanel sounds fake. Okay, that's what you meant. That's way too. That's what I'm saying. The price is what makes me nervous on that, because you're not going to really find them discounted. If you do, it's like $10-15 at most. That's where it makes me a little nervous. Yeah. Oh God, it's amazing. Use Ross 15. I don't get a commission or nothing, so I don't want anybody. I want to be clear that he's just hooking you guys up. You know, it was very generous of him. Yeah, if you're buying the bottle, Ross 15, save yourself 15%. Randy, based on your love for sweet designers, I'm pretty. I mean, it's much higher quality than a designer. I mean, he gets his oils from Mon. You know, he gets the good shit. It's not. You're not gonna not like this one. I would be shocked. This is sweet and spicy done in a completely different manner from the way the designers do it. It's just too good. It's the quality of the oils he's using. The way he blends everything. It's just so good. Mike does brilliant work. No surprises here. Oh, the cinnamon. I can't get over the cinnamon. You had to use a pretty good percentage of cinnamon. It can't just be my skin chemistry, Mike. You had to use a pretty good percentage of this cinnamon oil. Or cord. Yeah, it's a lot of cinnamon, Randy. Really good cinnamon too. Like, have you ever tried Soma Halcyon? All that's like that cinnamon. It's not an angel share profile like that is. That's angel share with tobacco, but it's a lot of that very like spoonful of cinnamon, realistic cinnamon. It's that cinnamon. That's why I like it so much. Yeah, he sure doesn't. Coco Morado does it. Does it smell almost redundant to Art of Arabia 3, or am I tripping? I don't know about either of those, so I don't think you're asking me. You must be asking anybody that's willing to answer that's tried either of them. Because if you're asking me, you're assuming I've smelled every fucking fragrance that's ever existed. Because I've never heard of either. I'd have to narrow that down. A lot of them are really good. Bleu de Chanel Parfum, that's the best. Really low percentage. Because, man, it's really popping off of my skin. I'm very surprised that you didn't use a high percentage of it. Bravo. I didn't give you 10 kinds of, your head must be this fucking big after listening to me talk about this fragrance and the way I feel about your work and your artistry. I mean every word, though, man. You're so good at this, Mike. You found your calling, that's for sure. You're so talented, dude. And exactly. The cinnamon is what sets it. So you're familiar with it. That kind of cinnamon. It's that cinnamon accord, Randy. That's why I like it so much. And I keep all the cinnamon. That's why I keep saying that. Soma Halcyon is why I don't own Angel Share. Because what's the point? Soma Halcyon is better to me. It's better. So, God, it's getting just a little bit creamier every time I go back to it. Tester Chanel's go around Facebook groups, but now they're banning all the sale of Chanel. I can believe it because Chanel's been cracking down on Facebook groups even. We ready for them. You say we like you own it. A good dry cinnamon fragrance, Carnival Barcelona. Meglium, I've heard of this one. I've just never tried it. Shipping the 22nd, I see. Can't wait. Yeah, that's right around the corner. It's in 5 days. Yeah, Vanessa says to stop before my head explodes. Yeah, because you got some pretty good praise here on this stream. But anybody that has tried your fragrances will totally get where I'm coming from. It's not lip service. It's not praise to get a free bottle because there's stupid people that believe that. Anybody watching this that thinks that, yes, I'm calling you a stupid person because you're a stupid person. Accept it. Look in the mirror. Say, self, you're stupid. This man's really good at what he does. Just a $35 sample set away, folks, from exploring this house and falling in love with several fragrances. If you can't find multiple fragrances you like from day 3, you're just a miserable person. You don't like joy and happiness. Olfactive treats. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. Standard standard stuff. Must have go-tos: creatine, whey isolate, protein post-workout. I do 10 grams of creatine and 2 scoops of whey isolate, Dimetize 100, ISO 100. Those are must. But as far as like pill supplements and everything, like I take shit tons of pills in the morning and the evenings. I take 10,000 IUs a day of garlic, for example. Nattokinase for viscosity of my blood. I take a D3K2 supplement. I'm affiliated with Revive. I do a lot of Revive stuff. Greens powder. There's a GI gut lining powder that I mix with that as well, with L-glutamine, with a fiber powder. That's my first thing I have in the morning after cardio. Oh, I could go on and on. A good multi. Some CoQ10 with my red yeast rice to help with my heart and my cholesterol. I could just go on and on. So I take a citrus bergamot in the morning. Berberine. I take 300 milligrams of niacin B3 twice a day. I take a liver support pill. I take kidney support pills. It's all kinds of shit. I take all kinds of shit, man. That's the non-PED stuff. I take all kinds of shit. It's all part of it. I'm just giving you a hard time, Dane. Me or Mike or both? I mean, I'm open to it. We're going to hire you. Need you at our event tables. Need me selling bottles? And then you'll have to give me a commission. Then you'd have to give me a commission if I start going to these events I don't want to go to and tell everybody about how great your stuff is. Then I would need a commission, sir. That would be work. This is just me having a good old time. That would be work. No, definitely not. Man, that was very generous of Mike to do it. Usually, when I do a live stream featuring some of his fragrances, he'll usually do a code for the live stream to hook up anybody that wants to check it out. I appreciate you doing that, Mike. And Randy, you're gonna like this a lot. This is definitely right up your alley. Oh, so he's talking about Dame. Okay, I wasn't sure. Disregard what I said then. I'm saying we can set something up. Just let me know. We can work it out. You should have Mike on. Mike likes to go around and do the streams. I've had him a few times. He did one with Dedrick recently. You should have Mike. We could always do something. We've done a bunch of stuff in the past, but Mike would be great to have. Mike's got so much knowledge, and he's a good time. He's got a similar sense of humor to us, too. So they have an Extrait, Club de Nuit Intense Man, Extrait de Parfum that came out. I've been waiting on it to come in stock. Like Armaf's website doesn't even have it in stock. I've been waiting. I want to get it. I want to see if I'm going to like it more than the limited edition Parfum. That's going to be difficult, but it very well could be. Vanilla Isopure, that's the pricey stuff right there. Expensive. You have a great night, sir. Right back at you. We're about to shut it down here in a second. Not that one specifically. No, I sure haven't. It is a good Michael Paul. Doesn't it sound like an artist's name, right? Where'd you get it from, Kevin? Where'd you order it? See, he's always down for live. You just got to set it up with him. For 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from today would be the 31st, last day of the month. So to March 31st. Does that sound right, Mike? Where the hell y'all ordered it from? Who's got it in stock? Let a brother know. Shit. I'm trying to get it in my life too. It smells like if Leighton and Percival had a baby. Oh, Authentic Night. I was confused. I was like, Club de Nuit Intense Man Extrait? He had me confused for a second. Who's got it? Somebody type who's got it. Two of y'all rubbing it in. Y'all bought it. Come on now. Ross 15. Mike created a discount code for day 3, good for 2 weeks for anybody that wants to buy a 50 ml of any fragrance. You can save 15%. Ross 15. He made it while we were here in the live stream. I do not earn any commission. I always have to make sure to be clear about that. That is just to help you guys out of the kindness of that man's heart. I need somebody to explain what's going on. What's going on here? Who's got it in stock? Quit holding out on me. Yes, sir. Send it to you on IG. I mean, that's funny. So y'all don't buy it before I can buy it. I appreciate you, Dame. My man. Oh, okay, shit. It's gonna be like 50, 60 bucks, I'm sure. 45, hey. Now we're talking. So after I make my purchase, I will share the info because I don't want you assholes selling it out. Thank you, Dane. That's Shopify. Put my email in so they can track it on the Shop app before I use PayPal. One moment, please. Appreciate you, Dane. Yeah, I've been wanting it. $8.90 shipping. Thursday? Really? I'll get on the 20th? I'll believe it when I see it. $53.89 after shipping, no tax. I figured it'd be like 55 bucks just for the bottle. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I was just on PayPal earlier. I bought the Union LA Jordan 1s that are coming out tomorrow for way more. But at the same time, any of you familiar with Union LA 1s, That's yeah, they're retail at 200 tomorrow, and I'm not gonna get them for 200 anywhere. So I paid double that today, and within a week they'll be $800 to $1,000. So it's like, yeah, if I ever wanted them, which I like these more than the shadows and the shadow blues and the black toes that came out a couple years ago. I like these more, the Chicago ones with the shadow gray top. Fucking up my password. Yeah, so I dropped $406 in my size on Union LA ones today. For those of you that care, I'm glad I waited on the reimagined black toes. I got them for 140, 146 in my size. They came in today. All right. Finishing my checkout real quick. Order being processed. My apologies. Shimon, take your time. There we go. Mark it in my checkbook out, and we will be done. PayPal. All right. Dame, appreciate the hookup. Thanks, sir. So Fragrant Villa, fragrantvilla.com. Anybody wanting to grab it? Fragrant Villa. And then Ross 15 will save you 15% on any 50 ml from Day 3 Fragrances per, Mr. Michael Paul. Scandalo, yeah, both are amazing. You got tropical fruit, and then you got super citrus. Yeah, TLTG Day 3 Fragrances. Type that in, and you'll see. I think we did 2, maybe even 3 live streams here. I know Dedrick's done stuff with him. I don't remember if he did anything with Justin. I know he's been on a bunch of different channels. He's done stuff with Max and, several others. He's done stuff on IG. I don't know if it's on YouTube or not with Josh. Yep. That is Fragrant Villa. That's where you get it. Yeah, I'm super excited for him. It was like, man, I really want them. I love all the sail, the vintage look to them and everything with the yellow painting on the edges. Like, man, those are so fresh. I think that's the best looking ones they've done so far. I was like, I really want those. I'm going to fucking overpay. Son of a bitch. I've been overpaying for a lot of stuff, but they've been limited releases. Still waiting on my brick by brick 4s to come in. I paid almost that much for them. Yeah, that's where they're sitting at right now in price, though. That's like going rates, what I paid. Hell yeah. Well, all right. It's got Aqua de Jo Elixir. I like it so far, but it doesn't seem like Elixir the way the others are done. It's not beast mode. That's a good performer, but don't look at the word Elixir meaning it's a beast performer. It's kind of a richer fragrance versus the other ones. Is how you can kind of look at it. This one's leather and patchouli and a lot of it. That aquatic green that's going on there. Well, I just said Fragrant Villa. Fragrant Villa, VILLA. Fragrantvilla.com. I just want, so look, the reason he sent it to me privately first is because when we put that shit in the chat, fucking 50 people go to buy it at the same time. Shit sells out before I can check out. And it's like, you bunch of assholes. Y'all want to hear my opinions, but y'all ain't gonna give me a chance to buy the damn thing. You see what I'm saying? So he was hooking me up so I'd grab it before I share. Let the one sale happen before y'all all go crazy and buy all of them. Because we've done that in the past and I got fucked. It's happened several times where y'all fucked me. So I love y'all, but y'all quick to fuck somebody over. Oh, damn. You talking about the old one? I mean, they're dropping next month. They're coming back, the Mellow 12s, the University Blue Bottom. They're coming back next month. I think the 18th. I think. Might be right at the beginning of the month. I don't know. Let me look. Let me look real quick. Not the GS old retro. Here we go. May 17th. So not April, May. Hey, coming back out May 17th. Obviously, you don't want to pay $2,200 for them, but they're coming back in May. I will have them. Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Glad you enjoyed it. And we're about to shut it down. We still got 135 hanging out. But yeah, it's that time. I appreciate you guys spending a little time with me. Thank you, Mike, for sending this my way. And of course, I grabbed the other two fragrances. Fragrance Buy. What a great triplet of fragrances. We got two 8.5 out of 10s for these designers and a 9.25 for Trey Oros from day 3. I I am from Louisiana, sir. Sure am. Born and raised. Waiting on my man Sarah. Fig me up. I'm gonna grab that one. I'm gonna wait till it hits Fragrance Buy for around 110 or whatever. I'll grab it from them when the time comes. The cool gray ones with the little hit. No, those aren't coming back around. You're gonna pay a premium for those. I know exactly which ones you're talking about. You're gonna pay a premium. Those came out in like 2014 or some shit. 2011 even maybe. It's been a long time. It's been over a decade. It's been a while since those came around. So yeah, y'all have a good one, fellas. Appreciate ladies, gentlemen, everybody joining me. Michael Paul, always a pleasure. Again, he's running that for 2 weeks till March 31st. Anybody that wants to get 15% off of 50 ml from day 3, use code Ross15. Not affiliated, just there to hook you guys up, and I appreciate when he does that kind of stuff. As far as tomorrow's video, not sure. We're filming on the standing desk again. I got all that cleaned up. Picked a lot of these. See, the stack of shoes is gone over. I just got some foams. They're not all my foams, but the ones that aren't in the closet. The most recent, like 6 pairs of foams that I recently got are there. And then that stack's trimmed down to just a few. I got reviews to do on Kobe 9 Elite Masterpieces came in today. The Christmases come in tomorrow. Still waiting on they're getting on their way to get verified, the brick by brick 4. So any of you that watch TLTG Kicks, we got some more sneaker content coming this week. Do about 3 to 4 videos a week, roughly. Anywhere from 12 to 16 videos a month. It's not every day like this channel. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for coming to spend some time with me. We will not be live tomorrow. We'll be back on Thursday with George and Joey talking XXL and XXX Batch 2. I have not smelled XXL yet, so it's going to be a live reaction that I'm telling you, I'm kind of hoping there's something I don't like about it so I can bust their balls. But who knows? We'll see. So make sure to like the stream on your way out. Check out this morning's video if you haven't yet. I'll see you guys next time. Y'all have a good one.